this will not available if you do not turn on the. So for that we have to go to the price management again. So now we are going to see how we can create a derived pricing and how we can define that, how we can use that in our code creation and then order creation and adding derived products in from the browse catalog. So for that, what I have done, I have created this fresh sandbox here. Okay, so you can create it from your trailhead, or I'll provide a link in the description. From there you can create a Revenue Cloud sandbox. So after that, the first thing what you have to do, you have to first go to the pricing settings. So here, you have to check if the pricing settings is on or not. So by default in your trial org, in your learning org, this setup will be turned as true. But if you are creating a scratch org, or if you are creating a base org, then you have to turn on the Salesforce pricing first. After that, you have to go to the Salesforce pricing setup. This will not available if you do not turn on the Salesforce pricing settings. So once you turn on, then you have to do a couple of refresh, and after that you will able to see the Salesforce pricing setup. And here you will see that pretty much all about the pricing that is present in your org. So here you can see the pricing recipe, you can see the pricing procedure. So for now, what we have to do, we have to first sync the pricing data. So it will sync all the tables that we have currently, all the decision tables, or all the pricing procedure and all that will sync across the org. So that's the main thing we have to do here. Then we have to do one more thing. We have to go to the product catalog management. Okay, and after that you have to go to the home page and go to the index and search configuration. Okay, I'm dismiss this. So here you can see the index summary. Here we don't have anything created, so we have to create a index summary. So what is this? This is basically create the indexing of all the products that we have currently. Okay, and if we do not have any indexing, then we do not see any products in the catalog management. Okay, whenever we are clicking the browse catalog from the code, we will not able to see any of the product. And also, if we are using our business API to creating code or getting the catalog, anything, we are not able to see the product there. So this is very important step. You have to create the index summary first. Okay, for the first time you have to create a full index, and after that, if you have created any product, if you have changed any configuration in the product, you have to do a partial revealed index here. So if you click on the revealed index, you can see two options. One is the partial index revealed, one is the full index revealed. So partial will be first you have to do the full index revealed. This is for the all of your structural change, all of the product that we have currently in our system. We have to do it full at the first time because we have to create the full indexing. Okay, after that, when we have a indexing there, we have to only do the partial indexing rebuild to build the indexing for particularly for those products, for those records where we have the. So here you can see the status is in progress. We have to do a couple of refresher. It will take some time, 4 to 5 minutes for the first time, based on how many records you have, how many the products updated. Here you can find how many products are updated here. So based on that, the number, this time depends. Okay, so we can this can be happen in the backend. So what we are gonna do, we will start creating the derived product. Okay, and also what we'll do, will see how the setup looks like. So previously, what is the derived product? Derived product is, and derived, mainly the derived pricing. What is the derived pricing? So the derived pricing is basically a price derived from another product. So for example, here we are going to work with the laptop bag and the laptop, and we'll set that the laptop bag will be 10% cost of the laptop product. So what it will do, initially we'll set the laptop bag list price as 0, and we will set it as a derived price, and after that we will create a formula. There we will put that these product, how the price of the product will be calculated. So let's go to, so we will go to the price management here. So here in the home page we currently have, we'll go, clicking on the dismiss, I don't need that right now. We can go to the product and I will search for the laptop bed products. So here we have to go to the related tab. We have to set the price book for the laptop product. So I'm clicking for the standard price book, then the product is laptop bed, price book is standard price book. Here you can see the is derived checkbox. So these we are going to check as true whenever we are making, derived pricing. So here the list price I am giving for this is 0, and the product selling model I am giving it at, the one time. Okay, so we are pretty much done here. Just let me see how it looks like in the laptop. Okay, we have done. Okay, so we are good to go here. Now we are going to create the derived price report. So where we are going to find, we have to click on these mine dots, the app launcher. We have to write derived price. So you can see these derived price records open. So the object here is, the price book and new record here for the derived prices. So here we have to select the product, we have to select the source product, we have to select the price book for each and everything, and here you can find the formula. We have to write the formula. I just have spoken about that. So first let's see what is this. So these will be transactional. Okay, so derived pricing scope, when this will happen, this will be happening in the transaction phase. What is the pricing source? This will be a product, because from the product we are getting the price. Now the price book, I am using standard price book here, so you can find it. I'm clicking the standard price book. Now the derived product, what is the derived product? The derived product is the laptop bag, right? So I have chosen the laptop bag here. Now the source product. Source product, what is the source product? Our source product is the laptop. Okay, now we have to provide the formula how the derived price will be calculated. So here you can see in the formula section we have 3 sections here. So here you can see we can only use the formula based on the list price, for the net unit price, and for the subtotal. Okay, so these are going to, the system will get the amounts from the source product. Okay, then we have the function, we have the max, min, percentage function. Then we have the operator, that is the summation. We have the subtraction. So here you can find the formula field here. Okay, the formula section here. Here we have the 3 section. One is the resource field. So you can find the list price, net unit price, and subtotal. These 3 resource we can only use here in the formula, and these 3 values are coming from the source product. Then we have the function. If we have to do anything to build the formula, we have the max, min, and percentage. Let's see what operators we have. We have the positive, negative, and multiplication. These 3 are only available currently for creating a formula here. So what we are going to do here, what is our criteria? Our criteria is, the 10% of the source product's list price. So what we are going to do here, we are going to select the list price, then we are going to select an operator, that is multiplication, and it is the 10%. Okay, so this is going to be our formula. Now what we are going to do, we have to click on when it will be start. I am clicking it from right now. Okay, so after that I save it. We are pretty much done here. So you can see a new record will be created in the derived price. So you can see there is a transactional, there is product, we have laptop, the source product one time, and the list price, 10% of the list price of the source product. Okay, so you're good here creating the derived price. Okay, now what we have to do, we have added derived price record. So what we have to do here, we have to again sync the pricing. So again we have to go to the setup, then quick find box, then we have to write pricing setup. Here in the pricing setup we go a bit down and sync to go ahead. Now what we are going to do, we are going to adding these derived price in our pricing procedure. So for that, we have to go to the price management again. We have to go to the pricing procedure. Now I'm clicking on the all pricing procedure. So in the demo work, you can find these all pricing procedures here already present. So if you are creating, from the scratch, then you don't have any pricing procedure present here. You have some, some expression template from, you can find it from the app launcher. So you can go to the expression set templates here, and here you can find the expression set template list. So it is taking quite a bit time. Okay, so we have all the expression set templates here. So if you are creating from the scratch work, then you have to come first here, then from the list you have to choose one template, and then you have to proceed with making those template and creating pricing procedure using one of these templates there. So in our learning work, we already have the pricing procedure present. That's why we don't have to take those actions here. Now for these, we are selecting the pricing procedure demo 2. Okay, let's open. Okay, it's already open. So here pricing procedure we have already seen in our previous cases where we have learned about the price procedure. So here we have the name, we have the type. This is used for the pricing purposes, and then the context definition used in for this pricing procedure we already mentioned here. And this is the API name and initialized resource with default values. We don't have to stick this one, else all the value, all the elements that we are going to add in our pricing procedure, that will be already assigned with the default values. So that should not be checked. We should always provide those values for the elements. So now we are opening the pricing procedure. So here you can find only two options there. One is the pricing settings and list price. These two elements are present in this procedure. So what we're going to add here, we are going to add one more element regarding the derived price, and also in the pricing setting we have to add one thing in the input variable. So in the input variable, we have found that this is the line item. We have already put that. You can also you have also seen this in our previous use case. Now there is derived. Okay, so here we have to put here is derived. So I am putting this context tag for the is derived, that is the derived pricing attribute. Okay, the contract ID you don't have to see here in our later examples where we are going to learn the contract management. Then we will see the contract ID here, and that will surely do in our later learning process. So we have already added the is derived context tag here in the pricing settings. Now what we are going to add, we are going to add the derived price element here. Okay, one more thing here, in the list price we have to do alteration. So it is mentioned the lookup tables, it is using the price book entries, but we are not going to use the price book entry lookup table. So here we are going to use the the price book entries version 2 lookup tables instead of the price book entries version 2 here. Okay, and we also, let's see, yeah, we have to add the context tag here. So here we have the product, what is in the price book, we have the books tag here. What is the product selling model, we have the selling model. Yeah, so you can for these context tags, these should be added as per your business logic or what you have mentioned in the context definition in your use cases. But here in my use cases, this product is defined in the context definition, and the context tag is product. So I'm using the product here. Okay, so in the output rule variables, we have to use the price book entry ID. So what is we have two item price book entry. Okay, and is derived, we have to again derived pricing attribute. Okay, so we are good to go here. Now what we'll do, we'll now set the derived price element. So here we have 11 input variables here. So first we have to do with the quantity. So for that we have line item quantity. It is fine. Now contributing net unit price contributor unit price. Okay, now contributing subtotal, we have to use contributor subtotal. We should have contributor subtotal. Contributor total price. Okay, so contributor source, we should have contributor source. Okay, transaction list price, we are going to use here the list price. Fine. Non-transactional list price, contributor list price, derived formula, contributing products, contributor product, and header total is the total amount. Okay, so we are pretty much good with the input variables. Now we have to quickly click on the settings. This is already racked one. We have to click here and we have to include output checkbox as true here. Now we have to save this pricing procedure and we have to make it activate. So it is currently saving. Now we are going to activate it. Yeah, now it's activated. And now what we have to do here, we have to change the pricing procedure from the settings. So for that we have to go to the revenue settings. Okay, here we have to type the revenue settings. Yeah, here we go. In the revenue settings, we have to scroll a bit down and we have to click on the Salesforce setup, Salesforce pricing. So here the default one is setting as the revenue management default pricing procedure V1. So currently this is in use, but we have to use our pricing procedure that we have just created. So for that we have to click on the pricing procedure demo 2. Just let me double check it. So it is pricing procedure demo 2. Pricing procedure, good to go here. Now we are ready, with the derived pricing in our org. Now let's see how it is going to calculate the derived pricing. So for that I'm going to the code. Let me check if I have any code present here. Okay, we have the advanced pricing demo code. Click on that. We don't have any line item. Okay, now I am going to the browse catalog. I am going to the hardware catalog. Okay, and now you can see you have the laptop and the laptop bag. So I am selecting these two. Now add selection to the code. Now I am saving the code. So let's see how it will looks like in the code line item. So the code was updated. Now you can see the laptop price is 1049 and the laptop bag price is 104.90, and if I is over these price how it is calculated, then you can find this is the derived price. Okay, and the amount is 104.90. So this is an example of how we can set derived pricing and how it actually works.